I am Captain John Sterling Shaw, and in my world, it is 1885. I am 64 years old, and I have been asked to tell you stories of my life. I will do that. In the spring of 1842, as I turned 20 years of age, fate found me aboard the lovely steamer Mary Tompkins in the capacity as her second clerk. I was in charge of so many things it spun my head about. Our captain, Henry Beer, was a stern man, but fair, and I learned much. Our steamer's clerk, Duncan Carter, taught me of many things. He and I would become the grandest of friends and ultimately partners in this river trade. And I love that river. Its earthy smell like churning dirt. Those crystal clear sounds cross the water, and such dear camaraderie among most cherished friends. But yet, I've found it so very confining. For you see, I had a yearning. I yearned for travel, long and distant travel. So with my sights being firmly set, I moved myself forward. I would make my fortune in trade, far west of these civilized worlds, ever attempting to mirror the multitude of stories I had listened to since being but a wee lad. Thus I vowed, I will make this happen. So in August of 1842, still in my 20th year, I readied myself to engage in my adventures to the Rocky Mountains. I bid that fine, muddy river adieu and set upon those farewells to my family. Leaving our home again put that aching twinge back in my heart, but I knew even this would subside, if just maybe for a little while, once my journey had begun. Farewell to family always seems long, and upon preparing to leave, dear Sister Charlotte hugged me so tight I feared a break. She whispered to me so close, "Don't forget my perfect pair of beaded moccasins you promised." She had once again made me smile. Though I tried ever hard to cover my fears with excitement, seeing Mother pulled at those covers and made me feel exposed. For you see, Mother, precious Mother, well, Mother cried. I don't know what else to tell you. Mother cried. And the Colonel, he stood arms crossed, watching everything, his eyes fixed on Mother, now upon me. Then, as he leaned in towards me, he said, "Just do not die." And with that, he left the room. But most instantly he returned, his monstrous buffalo robe coat draped over his arm. That coat from his early life adventures among the Indian nations. That coat I had eyed enviously since being a boy. As he completely filled my arms with it, all those boyhood memories flooded back. The smell of oil and gunpowder locked deep inside the fur. The massive weight bearing down on the frame of a young boy, just sneaking a dream of who he could become. But then the Colonel's booming voice brought me back to the present. He said, "That coat you had would have never sufficed."